Mike, tell me a little about yourself.
Sure. I always like to kind of just share a little bit about my personal life, as that's kind of most important to me. I've got my wife and I have 4 little kids, 4 years and younger, and so that's what consumes most of what I am when it comes to kind of the personal side, and really enjoy that part of my life. From a kind of a professional perspective, I did my schooling here at BYU, my undergrad in the communications department. And during that time, I kind of started to feel like, HR was a place that I wanted to gravitate. And so I took the opportunity to do an internship for the J.M. Smucker Company, kind of strawberry and jams and things out in Southern California, in an HR role. And this is kind of my first foray into HR. I really had little kind of understanding of what that actually was at the time, but it was an opportunity where he threw me in as kind of the HR supervisor of a plant, strawberry processing plant, and I got kind of that, the deep, quick learning on what HR is, everything from staffing and from kind of employee relations to safety-related issues, et cetera, and I realized kind of at that point that, hey, this is something that, I can get excited about, something that I can see tangible outcomes from doing things with the human capital. And so I came back from that experience and finished up my undergraduate years, and ended up taking a role not in HR, coming out of school with Kohl's at their corporate headquarters as a merchandise analyst. And frankly, I found myself in a position where there weren't a lot of recruiters coming for HR. I found myself in a position where this seemed like a good opportunity, and so I went that direction and had a great experience. Understanding that probably it wasn't where I wanted to end my career, and understanding I wanted to get back to HR at some point. But I had an opportunity to really hone some skills from an analytical standpoint that probably really needed to be honed. And so I had a good experience there. As I was kind of leaving there, I had the opportunity to get into their training and development department in their HR group, which seemed like a great opportunity. At the same time, I had a different opportunity come up to go off and start my own little company doing kind of employee satisfaction surveys for small and mid-sized companies. And so, as my wife and I kind of looked at our life at that stage, we decided to go off and do that venture, and had a great 1-year experience. I will tell you that in that year was a lot of learning. It was a year that really, frankly, the business never got off the ground, and learned a lot about myself and learned a lot about just kind of how things work. Following that experience, I had the opportunity then to join the Toro Company, where I started as an employee relations specialist for a manufacturing location of about 700 employees, and then really had a deeper opportunity for building upon what I did at Smucker's to get a real good sense of what HR is and why that might be exciting to me. And so from there, I had the opportunity to move into kind of an HR manager role, where I really serviced kind of an HR generalist role with the business, as well as kind of this manufacturing location and a distribution center, and have very much enjoyed the experience so far, and have kind of picked things up along the way.